Transition planning. Teacher training. Transitioning from school to adulthood is an important rite of passage for all young people, but it is especially critical for students with disabilities. This video is designed to provide information to assist in guiding your student through the transition process and to inform you of the transition services available at your school. The ITP, Individual Transition Plan. The Individual Transition Plan, or ITP, is a section of the Individual Education Program, or IEP, that outlines transition goals and services for the student. The transition plan is based on a student's individual needs, strengths, skills, and interests. Transition planning is used to identify and develop suggested activities to be accomplished during the current school year to assist the student in meeting his post-secondary education goals. In the Los Angeles Unified School District, the ITP is included in the IEP, starting the year before the student turns 14 and each year thereafter until the student completes secondary education. The first step in writing an ITP is to assess student interests via preference assessments and student interviews. Next, the student interests and preferences are used to develop transition activities for the coming year. The ITP is reviewed annually along with the rest of the student's IEP to update interests and activities. While student participation in the entire IEP meeting is encouraged, it is critical that they attend the ITP portion of the meeting so they can assist in planning their own future. The process of developing the ITP provides the IEP team with an opportunity to find ways for students to become increasingly independent in preparation for adult living. Suggested activities are given in the following areas of education, employment, community experiences, and independent living. Teachers often assist the student in moving towards post-secondary goals through participation in activities such as writing resumes, conducting interviews, taking field trips to local colleges or work sites, and encouraging students to become involved in school activities such as sports or clubs. Age 16. Let's look at what happens when your student turns age 16. At the IEP meeting prior to a student's 16th birth year, a commercially produced assessment must be given to the student to develop a more in-depth profile of their career or educational interests. This information is combined with other assessments, including a student interview, to determine transition activities that are a good match to the student's preferences and needs. At age 16, students become eligible for participation in work-based learning programs. These programs are facilitated by transition teachers at the school site and are open to eligible students. Moving on to age 18. At least 1 year before the student turns 18 years of age, the IEP team discusses the age of majority. Specifically, once a student turns 18, educational decision-making rights transfer from the parents to the student. If the parents want to maintain decision-making rights, they must go through a legal process called conservatorship. In California, there are no programs that provide full guardianship of someone over 18. Instead, if an individual is incapable of making informed decisions or is legally declared incompetent by the state, they can be placed in a conservatorship or a limited conservatorship. The Students' Regional Center can help find resources to assist with the conservatorship process. This topic will be covered more extensively in Part 3. School personnel might also refer families to outside agencies such as the Regional Center, Social Security, or the Department of Rehabilitation to prepare for the student's transition to adult living. Also note that male students are obligated to register for the draft at 18 through the Selective Services System, regardless of their level of functioning. The role of the transition teacher. Every LAUSD middle school and secondary education program has a transition teacher that serves it. At the middle school level, the transition teachers ensure that IEP case managers get trained in writing ITPs and that appropriate assessments and transition lessons are being given. At the secondary education level, transition teachers deliver pre-employment lessons, organize field trips to visit post-secondary options, and provide ongoing support to their special education departments by providing transition resources. The teachers also recruit and supervise students in 3 work-based learning programs: Grantability, district-funded; Workability, state-funded; and Transition Partnership Program, funded by the Department of Rehabilitation. Student workers earn minimum wage in local businesses. Additionally, transition teachers hold regular senior advisories where they prepare seniors for life after secondary education and assist the Division of Special Education with monitoring secondary education completion data. For additional information on transition services, please see your local school site's transition teacher or contact the District Office of Transition Services.